Welcome, weary traveler. Before we begin our journey through the ancient woods, find a place where you can be perfectly still. Settle into the weight of your blankets and feel the world outside start to fade away. Take a deep, slow breath in, drawing in the cool night air, and exhale, letting go of every thought from the day. Tonight, we leave the rush of time behind. We walk a path where the only clocks are the stars, and the only language is the whisper of the leaves. You are safe, you are protected, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. Let us step forward now into the silver mist, into the heart of the midnight forest, where your rest begins.
In the stillness of twilight, soft winds brushed over the tall pines. Crickets hummed in rhythmic patterns, and the distant river whispered secrets of the night. A lone traveler walked slowly along a winding path, each step cushioned by fallen leaves, while the sky transformed from warm amber to deep navy, stars beginning to sprinkle gently across the vast heavens, inviting a sense of peace that seeped into every fiber of his being. As the forest seemed to breathe alongside him, its shadows dancing softly around ancient trunks, and the scent of pine mingled with cool earth, the mind settled into quiet anticipation, ready to surrender to gentle slumber. He inhaled deeply, the crisp air filling his lungs with the subtle aroma of moss and damp soil, feeling an unexpected calm washing over every tense muscle. His shoulders loosened, arms swinging gently by his sides, feet moving in slow rhythm with the heartbeats of the forest. The soft rustle of leaves underfoot became a meditation, each crunch and whisper blending seamlessly with the distant flow of the river, which hummed a lullaby, soft, steady, inviting, like a mother singing to a child in the quiet of night. The traveler paused briefly, closing his eyes, allowing the sounds to surround him completely, noticing how even the smallest movements of the forest, the twitch of a squirrel's ear, the flutter of a moth's wings, or the gentle sway of ferns, seemed orchestrated to bring calm and ease. He resumed walking, slower now, each step deliberate, feeling the texture of the path beneath his worn boots, the cool touch of evening brushing against his cheeks, casting shadows across the lines of his face, soft and gentle, like the hand of nature itself, inviting him to be present, aware, peaceful. As the light faded further, leaving the sky a deep indigo sprinkled with stars, each one twinkling in quiet rhythm, like distant lanterns guiding travelers home. He felt a subtle connection to the infinite above, as if the universe itself was breathing with him, matching his inhalations and exhalations, encouraging him to slow, softening the mind's chatter, blurring the worries of the day into a gentle haze. His thoughts drifted, untethered, like leaves carried by the river, slowly, effortlessly into nothingness. He noticed a faint glow ahead, a small clearing where the moonlight poured through the trees, casting silvery patterns on the forest floor. The traveler stepped into the open space, feeling the warmth of moonlight like a soft blanket wrapping around his shoulders. He sat on a mossy stone, letting his hands brush across the velvety green surface, its coolness grounding him in the present moment. He listened closely, the symphony of the forest surrounding him, the rhythmic chirp of crickets, an occasional hoot of an owl, the distant splash of water over rocks, and the whisper of the wind through needles and leaves, blending into a slow, steady cadence, matching the slow beat of his heart. He closed his eyes, allowing the forest to cradle him, each breath syncing with the nocturnal rhythm. The gentle hum of life around him became a meditation, each note resonating softly within his chest, and he imagined himself as part of the forest, his body rooted like the ancient trees, his thoughts drifting like clouds across the night sky. He felt a tender sense of belonging, as if this moment, quiet and unhurried, was crafted just for him, a sanctuary where nothing hurried, where time softened into a gentle flow. He slowly leaned back, lying on the soft moss, feeling the texture beneath him, slightly damp but comforting, the scent of earth and pine filling his senses. He noticed the subtle rise and fall of the leaves above, casting shadows that moved like dancers across his closed eyelids. The stars twinkled above in soft patterns, each one sending a quiet shimmer into the night. The river's murmur became a lullaby, its cadence steady and reassuring, carrying the echoes of distant forests, of winds from mountains far away, and he let the sound wash over him, each ripple a gentle massage to the mind, soothing the edges of fatigue. He imagined the river flowing endlessly, past hills and valleys, past cities and fields, its journey calm, unhurried, like the rhythm he now embraced. He thought of no past, no future, only this moment, where the forest, river, sky, and self existed in perfect harmony. The traveler's fingers traced patterns on the moss, the sensation grounding him further, connecting him to the earth. He felt tiny, yes, but part of something infinitely vast. Soft whispers of wind caressed his cheeks, like an invisible hand brushing away the last strands of tension. Each inhale and exhale merging with the gentle rhythm of night. The cricket's song wove into a delicate tapestry, blending with the soft rustle of leaves and the faint sigh of the river. He felt an inner warmth, quiet, steady, like embers glowing softly in a hearth. His heartbeat matched the cadence of the night, slow, steady, calm, and with each breath his mind drifted further, like a feather on a calm stream. The shadows above shifted gently, painting ever-changing shapes across the forest floor. The traveler watched them with half-closed eyes, feeling the world dissolve softly around him, each shape and movement a gentle guide into relaxation. His thoughts, if any arose, were like passing clouds, distant and fleeting, unable to disturb the serene landscape the forest created around him. The smell of pine deepened, intertwining with the cool, damp scent of moss and earth, creating a fragrant lullaby that soothed his senses. His eyelids grew heavier, each blink longer, slower, until they barely opened. He listened to the forest's whispers, each one a tender word of reassurance, softly spoken, never rushing, never harsh, always calm. The moonlight shifted slightly, painting silver ribbons across his chest and arms. He felt embraced, held, protected, his body melting into the moss beneath, softening further with each breath. He imagined the stars above twinkling directly into his mind, sending quiet pulses of light, soft, slow, peaceful, and with each pulse he felt further weightless, as if floating above the earth, entirely safe, entirely free. The river's song, steady and calm, echoed in his ears, reminding him of continuity, of endless journeys that never demanded hurry. He let the sound wash over him completely, each ripple like a gentle wave through his body, from head to toe, his muscles relaxing one by one, his shoulders releasing, arms softening, hands loose, legs and feet heavy and calm. The soft rustle of leaves above and around him mingled with distant owl calls, creating a layered lullaby. The traveler's mind emptied gradually. No thought clung, no worry remained, only the gentle presence of the forest, the night sky, moonlight, river, and soft earth beneath, each element guiding him deeper into serenity. His breath now steady and slow, matching the quiet heartbeat of nature itself. The stars twinkled faintly, like watching eyes, peaceful and gentle. The wind whispered through the needles, a soft susurration that seemed to speak directly to his soul, urging him to drift, urging him to release, and he obeyed, surrendering fully to calm. The cricket's song and river's murmur merged into a single slow melody, each note pulling him further into a state where consciousness softened, blurred, until only a sense of warmth, security, peace, stillness remained. The traveler's mind floated, weightless, untethered like a leaf on the river. The night cradled him completely. He was part of the forest, part of the river, part of the sky, all movement, all rhythm, all life, soft, slow, steady, gentle. And as he exhaled for the last time fully awake, the exhale became a sigh of surrender. The sigh itself dissolved into the forest, leaving him entirely immersed in calm, ready to drift effortlessly into sleep, where dreams would come softly, slowly, peacefully, without effort, wrapped in the embrace of the midnight forest, cradled by wind, stars, river, and quiet earth, until morning arrived quietly and gently, without rush, without disturbance, only the soft unfolding of day from night, his mind fully rested, his body entirely relaxed, his spirit serene, at one with the whispering forest. A crystal-clear stream appeared, meandering lazily through the underbrush, reflecting constellations like scattered diamonds. The traveler knelt, letting hands brush the cool water, watching as ripples formed soft patterns. The sound, soft and constant, mirrored the inhale and exhale of his breath, inviting total surrender to peace. The gentle current carried fallen petals and twinkling leaves, each movement a quiet invitation to rest. Rocks lined with moss served as tiny islands of serenity, and the distant call of a loon added to the layered textures of night. The forest itself seemed to fold around him, ensuring every worry melted, as if sleep were not just near, but already present, wrapped in the whispering currents of the stream. The water slipped over smooth stones, its motion steady and rhythmic, each tiny splash a soft note in the forest's nocturnal symphony. The traveler traced patterns with his fingers, watching the small eddies form, gathering and releasing leaves, petals, and delicate fragments of bark. His breathing synchronized with the gentle flow. Inhale, exhale, slow, steady, calm. He leaned closer, letting the cool mist touch his cheeks, refreshing, soft, inviting, each droplet a tender whisper from the forest. The moonlight reflected on the stream, casting silver lines across the moss-covered banks, creating a quiet pathway of light that seemed to guide the eyes and the mind toward serenity. The soft rustle of leaves overhead joined the gentle babble of water, layered harmonies forming a lullaby. The traveler lay back on a mossy bank, letting the earth support him, its firmness grounding him, its softness cradling him. He felt every contour of his body sink into the gentle embrace of the forest, fingers brushing moss, toes touching damp soil. The water's sound enveloped him fully, its rhythm steady and unhurried, matching the rise and fall of his chest. The stream carried whispers of distant landscapes, its flow gentle but purposeful, like life moving slowly, carefully, softly. The loon's call echoed faintly, its voice haunting and serene, blending into the fabric of night, an invisible harmony, each note a guide toward calmness. He inhaled the night air deeply, fragrant with damp earth, pine, and a hint of wildflowers lingering from daylight, each breath filling his lungs with peace, his exhalation releasing tension, stress, fear, all that had followed him into the forest, dissipating. The small ripples in the water mirrored the movement of his thoughts, soft, slow, unhurried, each one disappearing gently, leaving only clarity, stillness, peace. The traveler noticed small creatures along the banks, tiny frogs resting on lily pads, dragonflies hovering in gentle arcs, each movement delicate, graceful, part of the nocturnal lullaby. He watched them without hurry, letting the subtle choreography deepen his own sense of calm. His eyes followed the stream as it curved gently between ferns and mossy rocks, reflecting patches of moonlight like scattered stars. He imagined himself floating above it, weightless, slowly drifting with the current, every ripple a gentle caress on mind and body. The water's sound was constant, never harsh,
never abrupt, its softness nurturing, inviting complete relaxation. The moss beneath him seemed to pulse slightly, like a heartbeat in harmony with the stream. He felt connected to everything, the water, rocks, plants, trees, creatures, and sky, all breathing together in slow, steady rhythm. He touched the stream again, letting fingers trace the paths of small floating leaves, noticing how water bent and curved around each obstacle, gently, softly, teaching the mind patience, acceptance, stillness. He imagined the journey of each leaf, from branch to water, floating lazily, without concern, without rush, completely supported. He realized he could mirror that flow in his own mind, letting thoughts drift, disperse, settle naturally, without effort, without strain. The gentle current carried reflections of moonlight across his face, soft glimmers warming his cheeks. He closed his eyes, letting the forest's lullaby guide him. The rustle of branches, whispering of leaves, and soft chorus of insects layered into the stream's rhythm, forming a cocoon of sound, perfectly tuned to calm, slow, soothing. His body sank further into the moss, limbs heavy yet light, spine aligned, nerves softening, muscles releasing. The cool water kissed his fingertips intermittently as a slight breeze moved the surface, each ripple a tender nudge toward serenity. The loon's distant call repeated, soft, melodic, like a guiding voice in the night, each echo drawing him deeper into relaxation. The air itself seemed alive, carrying soft vibrations, tiny whispers that brushed against skin, stirred hair gently, and deepened his awareness of presence, here, now, safe, protected. The traveler imagined the stream's path beyond his sight, winding through hills, gliding under fallen logs, curving around roots, its journey smooth, steady, without hurry, reminding him that life itself can move slowly, gently, without forcing. The moonlight shifted slightly, clouds drifting across the sky, casting patterns that rippled across water and moss, creating moving shapes that invited the eyes to follow without strain, each shift a meditation. The forest seemed to fold around him, all movement protective, soft. The stream's current mirrored his breathing fully. Inhale, flow. Exhale, flow. Slow, calm, peaceful. The traveler's mind emptied further, each ripple of water dissolving lingering thoughts, each soft splash easing tension. The moss beneath cradled him perfectly, slightly damp, soft, embracing, grounding, his fingertips brushing tiny shoots of moss, feeling texture, life beneath him. He imagined the stream carrying his cares gently downstream, all worries dissolving into water, floating away, never to return. His chest rose and fell steadily, matching the stream, steady, soft, calm. His legs, arms, neck, shoulders relaxed, body fully aligned, soft
yet supported. The gentle chorus of night creatures continued unobtrusively, blending seamlessly with water's lullaby. Each insect, owl, cricket, all adding to soothing layers. The traveler imagined moonlight stitching silver threads across the rippling surface, each glimmer a gentle pulse, soft, steady, soothing mind and body alike. He let himself float mentally, weightless, following the tiny eddies and currents of water, leaves and petals carried along, slowly, gently, effortlessly. The stream's sound, steady, constant, became an anchor for consciousness, soft, steady, inviting complete surrender. He inhaled once more deeply, fragrant of earth, pine and flowers, filling lungs, settling through chest, flowing to fingertips, toes, calming each nerve. His exhalation slow, releasing, letting go of everything that clung. The moss beneath and air around became one soft cradle, the soft pulse of water, moonlight, forest, all enfolding him in gentle embrace. His awareness fully present, quiet, weightless, safe, ready for restorative sleep. The ripples, petals, leaves, water, moonlight, air, and distant loon wove together a lullaby, layered, perfectly tuned, slow, steady, soft. He felt entirely cradled, part of the stream, part of the forest, part of the night, all movement gentle, all rhythm unhurried, all sensations guiding toward deep relaxation. He drifted further, slowly, softly, peacefully, melting into moss and forest, river and moonlight, ready to surrender completely to sleep, where dreams would flow as gently as the stream itself, without rush, without disturbance, completely calm, restful, restorative, peaceful.
Deep within the forest, a hidden path revealed itself, lined with moss-covered stones and twisted roots. Shadows intertwined with silvery moonbeams, creating a tapestry of quiet wonder. The traveler moved with tender caution, each step echoing in harmony with distant owl calls. The air thickened with the fragrance of lavender and damp moss, carrying the promise of serene dreams. Branches swayed as if sharing secrets in a language only the heart could understand, and tiny insects orchestrated a soft symphony, a lullaby for those willing to pause, inhale deeply, and let the forest cradle them into calmness. The world outside faded, leaving only the gentle embrace of nature's rhythm. The traveler's eyes traced the path ahead, noticing how every stone, root, and leaf seemed touched with silver light. The moss beneath his feet was soft, slightly springy, yielding gently to each careful step. His hands occasionally brushed against low-hanging branches, feeling the cool texture of leaves and bark. The forest seemed alive with quiet whispers, soft murmurs moving through the trees, as if every leaf, twig, and flower had a story to tell. Each sound,
a note in an unseen melody. The wind rustled gently through the branches, carrying subtle scents, lavender, earth, soft pine needles, mixed with the faint aroma of night-blooming flowers. The traveler inhaled slowly, letting each breath fill him with serenity. His steps became lighter, more fluid, matching the rhythm of the nocturnal symphony. The path curved slightly, and ahead a small clearing appeared, illuminated by the moon's tender glow. Soft shadows danced across the mossy floor like delicate silhouettes. The traveler paused, noticing how the moonlight revealed tiny details, the subtle pattern of veins on leaves, the glimmer of dew on moss, the delicate wings of insects catching soft light. He knelt briefly, placing his hands on the earth, feeling the cool dampness seemingly alive beneath his palms. The subtle vibrations of forest life pulsed gently through him, matching the slow, steady cadence of his heartbeat. The sound of the river grew fainter, blending with the soft whisper of wind and occasional distant owl call, creating a layered, rich lullaby, each note tender, unhurried, soothing the mind. The traveler's attention drifted to the tiniest details, tiny mushrooms peeking from mossy crevices, fallen leaves curled softly at the edges, glistening with dew. Small insects moved carefully across the ground, carrying on their quiet journeys. The moonlight above shifted slowly as clouds drifted by, softly dimming and brightening the forest in gentle pulses, each movement inviting deeper relaxation. He walked slowly, letting each step be deliberate, feeling the soft give of moss beneath his boots. He imagined himself in harmony with the path, rooted yet weightless, moving with the quiet rhythm of night. Each inhalation drawing in cool, fragrant air, each exhalation releasing tension, stress, and lingering thoughts. He reached a small grove where the branches arched overhead, forming a natural cathedral. The moonlight filtered through delicate leaves, casting intricate patterns on the ground. The traveler stepped into the center, feeling enveloped by protective shadows and soft light. The insect symphony intensified slightly, tiny wings creating a delicate, crisp rhythm. The subtle buzz merged with the rustle of leaves and distant water, forming a gentle, continuous melody. The traveler breathed slowly, letting each note settle in his chest, spreading calm throughout his body. His muscles softened, spine aligned, shoulders releasing tension, arms loose, hands relaxed, legs heavy yet light with calm energy. The forest seemed to recognize his presence, its sounds and movements adjusting in perfect harmony. He imagined the branches above whispering secrets, softly shifting in rhythm with his breath. The moss beneath him felt like a comforting cushion, inviting him to sit or lie down. He knelt, then lowered himself gently, lying back to feel the texture fully, soft and cool, slightly damp but comforting, grounding him in the present moment. The stars above twinkled faintly between swaying branches, mirroring the glittering dew below, creating a subtle symmetry of light. The traveler closed his eyes, allowing the sensory world to fully envelop him. The wind whispered softly, threading through leaves, brushing lightly against his cheeks, arms, and legs. The fragrance of lavender mingled with earth and pine, deeply soothing, each inhalation a gentle wave of calm, each exhalation a release of heaviness. His heartbeat slowed, matching the gentle rhythm of nocturnal life. The insect's soft chorus blended seamlessly with rustling leaves. The occasional call of an owl echoed in the distance, steady, calm, inviting the mind to release thought. The traveler's mind drifted, weightless, untethered, like a leaf carried along a quiet stream. Thoughts came and went softly, without clinging, dissolving as they passed, leaving only awareness of breath, the forest, night, air, and earth, the subtle symphony of life. His body felt supported by the earth, rooted yet free, soft muscles releasing all tension. His chest rose and fell in deep, steady rhythm, matching the pulse of the forest. The moss cradled him fully, supporting every contour. He noticed subtle movements above, branches swaying, gently flickering shadows, softly dancing with the moonlight. The interplay of light and shadow became a meditation, each flicker a cue to release more tension. His awareness extended to the smallest sounds, the faint shuffle of leaves, the gentle tapping of tiny paws on the ground, the soft hum of insects. The world existed only as these calming details. He imagined himself becoming one with the forest, his body part of the moss, his breath part of the wind, his heartbeat part of the rhythm of life. The moonlight bathed him softly, its silver glow like a tender hand tracing along his skin, soothing every nerve. The subtle vibration of life beneath him, tiny insects crawling, roots pressing gently, adding layers of grounding energy. He inhaled deeply, letting the night itself fill his lungs, settle in his chest, spreading calm to fingers and toes. Each exhalation carried away lingering tension. The owl called faintly in the distance, its echo soft and slow, the sound like a gentle guide deeper into peace. The river murmured far away, its cadence slow, steady, calm, like a lullaby traveling through the woods. The traveler's mind emptied further, thoughts dissolving completely, leaving only presence, only sensation, only the gentle rhythm of forest life. He felt safe, embraced, part of something vast, soft, unchanging, eternal. He allowed his awareness to sink further into the moss, feeling every part of his body melt into it. The branches above swayed gently, casting ever-changing patterns of shadows. The insect's symphony continued, soft, steady, layered, inviting the mind to drift. His breathing slowed to long, deep, even cycles. His heartbeat matched the subtle pulse of life around him. He imagined the whispers of the forest, leaves, branches, insects, wind, river, all speaking a language of calm, peace, serenity, inviting surrender. His body grew heavy with relaxation, yet light with freedom, each inhalation deeper, each exhalation slower. His mind emptied completely, leaving only a vast, calm awareness. The moss beneath, branches above, stars overhead, wind brushing gently, river murmuring distantly, all combined into a cocoon of peace. His consciousness softened, drifting like a leaf on gentle water, weightless, safe, fully embraced by the whispering woods. The forest.
As midnight deepened, the traveler lay on a bed of soft moss, moonlight caressing every curve of the forest floor. A blanket of calm settled over his thoughts. The stars blinked slowly above, like gentle guardians watching over dreams. Soft wind hummed through the pines, each note a tender reminder of peace. Even the smallest insects performed a quiet, unrushed dance, inviting stillness and release. The traveler's eyelids grew heavy, sinking with the slow rhythm of the night, as the forest whispered, cooed, and cradled him, breathing in harmony with the earth, until consciousness yielded entirely to rest. Peace, tranquility, and the serene embrace of the midnight forest, where dreams flowed freely and sleep became effortless, deep, and restorative. He stretched lightly, feeling the soft moss beneath his body, its coolness and gentle give supporting every contour, each limb sinking into the earth as though the forest itself had opened to hold him. His hands brushed over tiny ferns and mossy tufts, noticing every texture. The gentle, steady murmur of a distant stream complemented the soft hum of night insects, each note a tender lullaby, slow, unhurried, inviting calm. He breathed in deeply, the crisp air carrying the fragrances of pine, lavender, earth, and faint wildflowers lingering from daylight, each inhale filling lungs with serenity, each exhale releasing tension, stress, and lingering thoughts. The stars above shimmered gently, twinkling in slow patterns, each flicker like a soft, watchful eye, guarding him through the night. The wind rustled softly through branches above, its sound weaving a quiet rhythm with the distant water and insect chorus, creating layers of gentle, immersive sound. He imagined each note as a wave of calm washing over his body, from head to toe, softening, loosening, relaxing every nerve. His muscles released fully, spine aligned naturally, arms and legs heavy yet light,
shoulders melting, hands and feet softened. The forest seemed alive with quiet awareness, soft, protective, welcoming him into its nocturnal embrace. The moonlight shifted slowly, casting silvery ribbons across the forest floor, painting gentle, ever-changing patterns on his eyelids, each flicker guiding his mind deeper into stillness. His heartbeat slowed, matching the slow, steady cadence of the forest, each pulse a gentle echo of life. Calm, peace, tranquility, the gentle hum of insects above and below, intertwined with the soft sigh of wind and distant stream, forming a layered lullaby, soft, slow, inviting, each note carrying him further into relaxation. He imagined the forest itself breathing, each inhale drawing cool, soft air into the moss and branches, each exhale releasing warmth and calm, through the ground, through leaves, through him. He felt completely held, safe, protected, weightless, rooted. The soft rustle of leaves above reminded him of whispered words, softly spoken, gentle, reassuring, urging surrender. His mind emptied gradually, thoughts dissolving like mist in morning light, leaving only presence, awareness, peace. His body melted further into the moss, the gentle vibrations of life beneath him, tiny insects moving, roots pressing slightly, added a subtle sense of connection to the earth. He inhaled slowly, letting each breath draw serenity from the forest, each exhale sending lingering tension away. The stars above shimmered gently, twinkling in slow patterns, each flicker like a soft, watchful eye, guarding him through the night. The wind rustled softly through branches above, its sound weaving a quiet rhythm with the distant water and insect chorus, creating layers of gentle, immersive sound. He imagined each note as a wave of calm washing over his body, from head to toe, softening, loosening, relaxing every nerve. His muscles released fully, spine aligned naturally, arms and legs heavy yet light, shoulders melting, hands and feet softened. The forest seemed alive with quiet awareness, soft, protective, welcoming him into its nocturnal embrace. The moonlight shifted slowly, casting silvery ribbons across the forest floor, painting gentle, ever-changing patterns on his eyelids, each flicker guiding his mind deeper into stillness. His heartbeat slowed, matching the slow, steady cadence of the forest, each pulse a gentle echo of life. Calm, peace, tranquility, the gentle hum of insects above and below, intertwined with the soft sigh of wind and distant stream, forming a layered lullaby, soft, slow, inviting, each note carrying him further into relaxation. He imagined the forest itself breathing, each inhale drawing cool, soft air into the moss and branches, each exhale releasing warmth and calm, through the ground, through leaves, through him. He felt completely held, safe, protected, weightless, rooted. The soft rustle of leaves above reminded him of whispered words, softly spoken, gentle, reassuring, urging surrender. His mind emptied gradually, thoughts dissolving like mist in morning light, leaving only presence, awareness, peace. His body melted further into the moss, the gentle vibrations of life beneath him, tiny insects moving, roots pressing slightly, added a subtle sense of connection to the earth. He inhaled slowly, letting each breath draw serenity from the forest, each exhale sending lingering tension away. The stars above shimmered gently, twinkling in slow patterns, each flicker like a soft, watchful eye, guarding him through the night. The wind rustled softly through branches above, its sound weaving a quiet rhythm with the distant water and insect chorus, creating layers of gentle, immersive sound. He imagined each note as a wave of calm washing over his body, from head to toe, softening, loosening, relaxing every nerve. His muscles released fully, spine aligned naturally, arms and legs heavy yet light, shoulders melting, hands and feet softened. The forest seemed alive with quiet awareness, soft, protective, welcoming him into its nocturnal embrace. The moonlight shifted slowly, casting silvery ribbons across the forest floor, painting gentle, ever-changing patterns on his eyelids, each flicker guiding his mind deeper into stillness. His heartbeat slowed, matching the slow, steady cadence of the forest, each pulse a gentle echo of life. Calm, peace, tranquility, the gentle hum of insects above and below, intertwined with the soft sigh of wind and distant stream, forming a layered lullaby, soft, slow, inviting, each note carrying him further into relaxation. He imagined the forest itself breathing, each inhale drawing cool, soft air into the moss and branches, each exhale releasing warmth and calm, through the ground, through leaves, through him. He felt completely held, safe, protected, weightless, rooted. The soft rustle of leaves above reminded him of whispered words, softly spoken, gentle, reassuring, urging surrender. His mind emptied gradually, thoughts dissolving like mist in morning light, leaving only presence, awareness, peace. His body melted further into the moss, the gentle vibrations of life beneath him, tiny insects moving, roots pressing slightly, added a subtle sense of connection to the earth. He inhaled slowly, letting each breath draw serenity from the forest, each exhale sending lingering tension away. The stars above shimmered gently, twinkling in slow patterns, each flicker like a soft, watchful eye, guarding him through the night. The wind rustled softly through branches above, its sound weaving a quiet rhythm with the distant water and insect chorus, creating layers of gentle, immersive sound. He imagined each note as a wave of calm washing over his body, from head to toe, softening, loosening, relaxing every nerve. His muscles released fully, spine aligned naturally, arms and legs heavy yet light.
Creatures of the night stirred with subtle grace. An owl glided silently over the canopy, its wings slicing through the cool night air. A family of deer stepped cautiously through the clearing, ears twitching at distant sounds, and fireflies painted the darkness with tiny golden glimmers. The traveler paused to watch, feeling an inexplicable warmth as if nature itself offered reassurance. The soft murmur of the river deepened, its rhythm matching the heartbeat, slow, steady, calm, each ripple reflecting fragments of moonlight. And even the rustling leaves seemed to hum a lullaby designed for the weary, sleeping mind, inviting a gentle drift toward dreams. The owl's eyes gleamed briefly in the moonlight, round and watchful, following invisible paths across the forest, its wings barely disturbing the air, like soft silk brushing against silence. Far below, the deer moved with tender caution, each hoofstep deliberate and gentle, as if honoring the sacred hush of night. The traveler observed every detail, noticing how the dew sparkled on blades of grass, like tiny lanterns illuminating the undergrowth. Fireflies flickered in slow, irregular patterns, each one a whisper of light, softly guiding attention deeper into calm. The forest seemed alive with quiet energy, not loud or intrusive, but gentle, soothing, each movement a subtle invitation to slow breathing. He inhaled deeply, feeling the crisp night air fill his lungs, carrying the scent of pine needles, damp earth, and faintly the sweetness of wildflowers lingering from day. The soft chorus of insects began to layer around him, a symphony of tiny wings and chirping calls, each note tender, slow, deliberate, inviting him to release tension. His hands brushed over the mossy stone where he had paused, feeling cool, soft textures grounding him in the present moment. The water's soft murmur reached his ears again, steady, unwavering, as if the river itself had become a gentle heartbeat, matching his own, encouraging relaxation. Even the distant sound of a twig snapping under unseen paws seemed to weave into the quiet rhythm rather than disrupt it. He felt a sense of belonging, an unspoken connection with the forest and all its silent companions. His eyes followed the owl's flight briefly, then rested on the deer, noticing their careful steps, how they paused, sniffed the air, ears twitching, alert yet serene, as if fully immersed in this nocturnal world. The traveler imagined his own heartbeat syncing with theirs, slow, steady, calm, allowing a deep relaxation to spread from his chest, through arms, legs, and down to his feet. Each inhalation carried the scents and whispers of night, deeper, fuller. His exhalation released tension, fears, thoughts that had clung to daylight, leaving only the present moment. The gentle companions of the forest became guides into serenity.
The owl's wings traced arcs across the sky, moonlight illuminating each feather, soft shadows dancing across the forest floor. He imagined the owl whispering secrets only night could hold, secrets of peace, of calm, of stillness, which he carried in each slow breath. The deer paused beside a small stream, drinking carefully, water rippling gently around their delicate hooves, reflections of stars shimmering on the surface. He watched, entranced by the unhurried grace, feeling as if the river itself had slowed to honor their presence. Fireflies twinkled above and around, tiny golden pulses flickering in a rhythm that seemed alive, each flicker guiding him further into awareness of gentle movement, slow, unrushed, soothing to the mind. He imagined himself walking among them, silent, weightless, aware of every sensation, feet barely pressing into the soft, mossy earth, hands brushing through low ferns, feeling the cool dew and delicate textures against skin. The air smelled faintly of pine and earth, mingling with the subtle sweetness of wildflowers. He inhaled again, deep and slow, feeling calm spread through every muscle, every nerve, his body attuned to the quiet energy of night. The river's lullaby mingled with rustling leaves and distant insect song, forming a layered melody that cradled the mind. He let his thoughts drift freely, like clouds over a moonlit sky, shifting, soft, weightless, effortless. The deer lifted their heads, ears twitching, then moved forward gracefully, disappearing softly into shadow. The owl circled once more above, then glided into darkness, its silent wings a gentle reminder of quiet vigilance. The fireflies continued to twinkle, scattered across the underbrush, each one like a tiny heartbeat of light. The traveler felt as if he were part of this quiet symphony, his own breathing syncing with the rhythm of life around him. Each inhale a deep intake of calm, each exhale a release of lingering tension. He felt rooted and free simultaneously, connected to the forest, connected to the river, connected to the subtle hum of the earth beneath his body. The night seemed to stretch endlessly, each second slow, rich, inviting him to settle deeper into comfort. The gentle companions of the forest guided his attention to small, beautiful details, the curve of a fern, dew glittering like tiny stars on leaves, the faint shimmer of a moth passing silently, the soft, rhythmic ripple of water over stones, all details calming, softening, whispering reassurance that all is well. He lay down on a bed of moss, letting its softness mold beneath him, each tiny depression a cushion supporting every part of his body, allowing muscles to release fully. His head rested lightly on a small mound of moss, his spine aligned naturally, breathing slow, steady, deep. The air around him was cool, crisp, filled with subtle scents and gentle whispers. The sounds of the owl, river, deer, and distant crickets wove a lullaby, layered, steady, repeating, inviting his mind to drift. The fireflies' soft flickers of light seemed to move in rhythm with his heartbeat, slow, steady, calm, each pulse guiding his thoughts toward nothingness.
He noticed the subtle movements of tree branches above, casting dancing shadows across his closed eyelids, each shadow a gentle wave, rocking him toward stillness. His senses attuned to every soft detail, the smell of damp earth, the touch of cool moss, light rustle of leaves, a distant splash in the river, all weaving a tapestry of calm around him. The forest seemed alive with him breathing, each inhale drawing in tranquility, each exhale releasing tension, stress, and noise. The night air wrapped him like a blanket, soft, protective, inviting surrender. The gentle companions, the owl, deer, fireflies, river, leaves, and wind, acted as guides into deep, restful sleep, each one contributing to a quiet harmony, slow, unhurried, peaceful. He let his thoughts drift into nothing but inhale of tender night air and exhale of released feelings. He felt himself melt into the moss, weightless, cradled, as though the earth itself had opened to hold him, his mind emptying gradually, thoughts floating like soft clouds, drifting away, leaving only calm, tranquility, and the quiet hum of life. He imagined the owl's wings brushing silently over the canopy, soft as silk, protective, watchful. He imagined the deer moving softly, their presence gentle and grounding. He imagined the fireflies flickering in tender light, each blink a pulse of serenity. The river murmuring in steady rhythm, a heartbeat of calm. He let each image, each sound, each scent carry him deeper into relaxation, body, heart, and mind surrendering fully. His heartbeat matched the slow cadence of night, steady, soft, calm. He felt fully part of the forest, breathing with it, floating with it, immersed completely in the nocturnal harmony. The stars above twinkled gently, mirroring the flickering fireflies below, creating a mirrored sky of soft light. He exhaled slowly, each breath deeper than the last, feeling the forest's gentle embrace, guiding him toward sleep. Thoughts dissolved completely, leaving only sensation, peace, quiet, weightless calm. He drifted slowly, slowly, deeper, softly, comfortably, as if the entire forest had whispered him into slumber, held tenderly, protected completely, ready for dreams to arrive, slow, gentle, peaceful, restful, the night wrapping around him like a soft cocoon, each breath a lullaby, every heartbeat a gentle echo of the forest, until he was entirely immersed in deep restorative sleep, cradled by nature's gentle companions, unhurried, unchanging, perfectly serene.